Good morning. Today, I want to tell you about my crazy professor. I had a professor in college that taught my graphic design class. Graphic design is a class where you learn to create things digitally, and you use software, you use programs like Photoshop and Illustrator. My graphic design professor was a little bit crazy. He was always getting off topic. He was always telling or showing the class things that were very random, that were not graphic design related. I want to tell you one of the weirdest, funniest stories that my professor shared with his students. When my professor was in college, he worked as an art installer. An art installer is someone who takes paintings, who takes art, and brings the paintings to the people's houses. He brings the paintings to whoever bought them, and he hangs up the painting on the wall. My professor got a call one day from an artist. The artist had sold their art, but the art was not a painting. The art was made of black fabric. The art was a giant piece of black fabric. It was folded. The fabric was folded and twisted in many different patterns and shapes. Then the fabric was pinned so that the art would hold its shape. The person who bought this art piece, this art, looked at it in a museum, in an art gallery. The person looked at the art and said, "Wow, I want to buy that." So, the person bought the art, and now my professor had to take the black fabric, the art, off the wall in the art gallery and had to recreate the art in that person's home. He took a picture of the art, and then he took the fabric down. When he got to the person's home, he recreated the art using the fabric. The person that bought the art looked at the art and thought, that doesn't look the same. My professor tried to tell the person that it was the same as in the photo, but the person was paying $50,000 for the art. The art was very expensive, and the person wanted the fabric, the art, to look the way that they remembered in the museum. So, my professor called the artist and asked the artist what he should do. He thought the artist would want to make sure that the art they created was not compromised, was not different. The artist said, "They're paying me $50,000. Do whatever they want," and hung up the phone. So, my professor hung up, displayed the black fabric art piece on the wall like the client, the person, exactly like they asked. I don't know about you, but $50,000 sounds like a crazy amount of money to me to hang a black fabric on your wall, even if it is art.